Hey guys, welcome to Cards and Sharps. How y'all doing? Yes, it's been a while since I've put up a new video, um, but I've had a lot going on. We've done some little things different around the house. We sold the house and we have a fifth wheel RV that we live in full time, and we travel because as of now I'm still continuing to work remotely, so we travel around the country and I can work from anywhere. So uh, that necessitated a change in how I was doing knives and everything. I quit bringing in a lot of knives because we have limited space now, and so it just kind of was moving out most of my inventory. A lot of card shows or card, knife, gun shows, things like that had slowed down, so I had really quit doing bringing in knives wholesale very much, and just kind of put that on hold for a little bit until we get kind of things organized where I can start doing that again, have a shipping location where I can have things brought in. So long story short, haven't done very many videos at all, and it's been a while, and decided to now be a good time to do one because I was out just kind of looking around at some different shops and stores and things, and doing my Christmas shopping, and always looking at knives, and I spotted this bad boy right here. This is a Cold Steel Kudu Light. I'm assuming there's a Kudu Heavy somewhere, but this is the Kudu Light, and comes in a package like this. Now this is something I haven't seen very much, and that is Cold Steel at kind of big box retail type stores. I know since the founder of the company sold out, that they've maybe doing little things different. They still got a lot of their usual stuff out there, but I seen this on there and it looked kind of unique, and also was the ones they had on the rack was the only one that was really different than anything I've had before. And I thought, I thought it looked unique. It was open in the package, and I thought that is quite a knife. And I'm wondering what this apparatus on the back was that says mentions on the packaging. It says a sturdy lock slip joint mechanism, so I didn't really know what they were trying to say, if it's a locking slip joint or what it is. So thought we would take this and examine it, and I'd examine it with you guys. First thing I noticed is they list it as a EDC knife. I don't know, it's pretty big for a folding pocket knife slip joint type, but I could see it'd be a good one to put in the tackle box, or if you're hunting, or something like that, where you're going to need a pretty long blade. But let's talk about a little bit of the specs. Weighs in at 2.7 ounces, so it's not a heavy knife. I don't know if you can hear it. Train blowing his horn. We are about a mile from tracks, and it sounds like they're just outside. Okay, 2.7 ounces, so it's a light knife for the size. We know Cold Steel has always done larger than life type knives, very big, and in some cases obnoxious looking knives, but this is fairly standard looking, just not the typical size you think of as a pocket knife. That blade length is 4 1/4 inches with a thickness of 2 millimeters, so it's a fairly thin blade. That all lends to the weight. The handle length is 5 3/4, so open overall length is going to be 10 inches. So it's like I said, it's quite the handful knife. Being a slip joint, of course, that's ambidextrous. Other than the thumb slit is, the fingernail slit there is on the, going to be more suited for right-handers, and you open it with your left hand, but I don't guess it'd be that difficult either way. Now let's look at how that slip joint works. So it's a slip joint, but it's a little different in that the mechanism is on the outside. So what does that do? What I have found is I don't use slip joints much unless I'm just cutting very light stuff, because they can tend to want to fold up on you. This one has a good lock at the half open, or that half open position, jackknife position there. And so if you do knock the blade, it's going to lock there unless you really keep pushing. So it feels pretty safe that way. But another thing is, when you're holding it and you have a nice grip, thumb grip right there, that pretty much, as long as you're holding it like that, it is not going to close up on you. So as you're cutting, you're going to be applying pressure, and that is going to prevent it from closing up. Similar to some other knives I've had that were designed without any kind of mechanism in there, and basically just freeload, and have a little tab that you hold. So feels pretty good in the hand. Now, it's not something that's going to be very comfortable for doing any light cutting, just detail, small, fine cutting. But I could see if you're hunting and you're wanting to do some field dressing or something like that, it could be used handy for that. Or if you're out fishing, it's in the tackle box, and you need a knife, it'd be good for that. And the handle material is feels like just some kind of plastic, lightweight material. It's got this little, it's like a stainless inlay just for decoration. So it's a kind of neat looking knife. But what made it really attractive was the cost. I was looking through, and most, cold steel knives at the retail stores are running $30 to $50. They didn't have the real big ones, but they had most of the mid-range size knives they have. But Cold Steel, all their knives are big, and big blades, chunky, and all that. And this was a little different, being slimmer, still bold, but a lot slimmer than their other knives. And I looked, and I thought the tag must be wrong, but then I looked at it closely, compared the SKU numbers and all that, and it was correct. This was only $5.99. So that is Walmart Ozark Trail kind of price for a pretty robust knife. If you're inclined to use a slip joint at all, I think you'd like this. I think this one will go into my tackle box. I usually keep cheaper knives in that. They get dirty, wet, and the tackle box will get put up, and I don't check them very often, and and so if it gets rusty or anything like that, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But it is stainless steel. It's 5CR 15 MOV, so not a high-end steel, or by no means, but good enough for a $6 knife. So if you're looking for a inexpensive knife that will do quite a bit of different things, I would say give it a look, see if you can find one. I'm going to say it's bigger than what I would typically carry in my pocket, but let's compare it just real quick before I go on too long here to knives we all know. We got a Delica here. You can see it's quite a bit bigger than that, and it's even bigger than the robust Rat 1. And just for fun. We'll put a mini grip tillion next to it, and you can see it is a large knife, and you're getting quite a bit of knife for very little money. I'm not going to say it's a great knife, not going to be an EDC knife for me or anything like that, but for somebody that doesn't mind a larger knife, it's light enough, but doesn't mind a larger knife in their pocket, and they just want something cheap that, you know, a throwaway knife. You know, if you're going somewhere and you're not sure you'll end up somewhere where knives aren't allowed in, and you got to toss one in the trash or something, or hand it over to security, then I don't think you're a big loss if you lose it. So there you have it, the Cold Steel Kudu Light. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And now that I'm kind of back in the notion and picking up a few knives here and there, I'll start hopefully getting some more videos out soon. All right, hit that like and subscribe, and we'll have something else coming your way soon. See ya.